Welcome back to the channel. For years, the ultra-luxury car market has been dominated by famous international brands, with legendary names from Munich, Stuttgart, and Goodwood shaping people's expectations for generations. It almost seemed impossible for anything new to challenge that tradition. But every once in a while, a car comes along that aims to redefine what a flagship luxury sedan can be. Instead of simply chasing bigger numbers or copying the formula from the gasoline era, it takes inspiration from a rich cultural legacy and transforms it into something designed for the global stage. As someone who recently became an S800 owner, I honestly believed the current model had already reached its peak. That was until today. Standing in the deserts of Ningxia, I came face to face with it, the respectfully S800 Grand Crown. Before we get started, it's important to point out that this isn't just another model with a few extra features. Its positioning goes well beyond the already well-known extraordinary master version, reaching an entirely new level that's clearly intended to compete head-to-head with the world's most prestigious luxury sedans with over a century of history behind them. So what exactly has changed? What upgrades does it bring? And how does it feel in person? Let's jump in and find out. A quick shout out to our automotive partner in China for sharing this video and helping make it possible. Thank you for your support. Hey everyone, it's Michael from Motor Torque. If you enjoy staying up to date with the latest automotive news, reviews, and industry updates, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our exciting content. Thanks for watching, and let's get started. At a time when many flagship luxury cars rely on oversized grilles and increasingly massive body designs to create presence, the respectfully S800 takes a very different approach. Its character is built around two remarkably understated color themes. The first, called Distant Mountains in Light Ink, represents the highest expression of refined color design, creating an elegant, calm appearance that instantly conveys a sense of openness and tranquility. The model you see here is finished in Sunrise Gold, a subtle golden shade that strikes a perfect balance between energy, confidence, and sophistication as light moves across the body. Real luxury isn't about showing off, it's about mastering every tiny detail. Running along the body are dual gold accent lines that measure only 3 millimeters wide, while maintaining an incredible manufacturing precision of just 0.1 millimeters. Together with the exclusive gold diamond emblem, these carefully crafted details give the car an understated flagship presence that goes far beyond transportation, turning it into something that feels more like a moving work of art. Today, true luxury isn't measured by how many features you can add. It's measured by how much time you're willing to invest in perfect craftsmanship. If you've ever admired the precision of a Patek Philippe or the bold artistic style of a Richter Mickey Mouse creation, you'll understand that the finest masterpieces are never rushed. They're shaped over time. That's exactly what made previous flagship luxury cars so special. Every surface, every material, and every detail blended together seamlessly. With the Grand Crown, that standard has been pushed even higher. The craftsmanship feels like a timeless work of art. Using traditional techniques, skilled artisans slice premium walnut and golden silkwood into incredibly thin layers before combining them with brass through ultra-precise laser cutting. The result is an elegant inlay process that perfectly fuses classic craftsmanship with modern technology. One of the clearest examples of this upgrade is the steering wheel. Previously, it featured 2 layers of genuine leather. Now, the design has evolved into what they call leather above leather. The outer surface uses a fascinating manufacturing process that creates a warm, smooth feel while integrating 2 different types of wood along with brass into the design. The dashboard has also received a major visual upgrade with its new gold metro finish. Gold accents now appear throughout the cabin, replacing the previous silver trim and giving the interior a more distinctive and premium appearance that better reflects the identity of the Grand Crown Edition. The signature rotary controller on the center console is still here, now surrounded by elegant gold detailing. It continues to offer the same smooth, satisfying operation as before, and the overall tactile experience remains outstanding. The seats have also been significantly upgraded. One of the highlights is the saddle leather weaving, which closely resembles the craftsmanship seen on luxury brands like BV. Each leather strip measures 6 mm wide and only 0.9 mm thick, while each intersection maintains an astonishing precision of 0.1 mm. I had the opportunity to watch this process in person, and it's incredibly demanding. Every single leather strip has to be woven by hand before being carefully secured with adhesive. It's a slow and labor-intensive process. After speaking with some people at the event, I learned that completing all 4 seats takes roughly an entire week. Comfort has also been noticeably improved. The seats now feel softer and deliver an unmistakably premium plushness. You can immediately notice that the side bolsters are filled with softer foam, making them exceptionally comfortable to the touch. And when the active side supports adjust themselves, they provide an even more secure and supportive fit. Looking across the world's ultra-luxury segment, achieving exceptional ride quality traditionally depended on large V8 or V12 engines with heavy mechanical suspension systems. The Grand Crown takes a completely different technological path. The pure electric version now has the polyoxygen battery 3.0, increasing battery capacity from 97 kWh to 120 kWh, and providing a much stronger foundation for driving range. The range extender model is also available with a 3-motor configuration. The biggest improvement over the standard S800, however, is the new 800-volt fully active suspension system. It takes ride comfort to an entirely new level by dramatically reducing body movement during acceleration and braking. Everyday stops become almost impossible to notice, while acceleration feels incredibly smooth, as if the car is effortlessly gliding across the road on all 4 wheels. The smoothness and stability you experience here completely change what most people expect from the world's finest mechanical suspension systems. Although the S800 Grand Collection isn't an entirely new model, but a premium optional version, its chassis has received a significant upgrade. Compared to my own S800, this version now comes equipped with the new 800-volt fully active suspension. When driving on the highway, the road imperfections we encounter most often are expansion joints and pavement seams. In my previous S800, the ride was already very comfortable, but you could still notice slight vertical movement and small vibrations passing through the cabin. With this S800 Grand Collection, however, the difference is immediately noticeable. Thanks to the upgraded 800-volt suspension, all you really hear is the sound of the tires passing over those imperfections. Inside the cabin, the seats remain incredibly steady, giving you an impressively calm and comfortable ride. Another thing that genuinely surprised me was how much more stable the front end feels during hard acceleration compared to my own S800. I simply pressed the accelerator lightly, going from 40 km per hour to 80 km per hour, and the nose of the car barely moved. The same goes for heavy braking. There's almost no forward dive at all. The standard S800 already handled this exceptionally well, but the improvements on the Grand Collection take it to an even higher level. Even the areas you never see have received major safety upgrades. At the front, there's an 896-line LiDAR unit with a built-in cleaning system, along with solid-state radar and high-definition cameras mounted high on both sides. Inside the cabin, there's even an additional dedicated radar system serving as a backup. In many ways, technology has become the highest expression of modern luxury. Move into the rear seats, recline up to 148.5 degrees, switch on the 43-speaker audio system, and the 7.5.10-channel surround sound system creates an incredibly immersive listening experience. The S800 Grand Collection also introduces a one-touch privacy mode.
Not only does it prevent people outside from seeing into the cabin, but it also keeps sound from escaping. Right now, my favorite symphony is playing inside with the volume set to 50%, yet standing outside, you can barely hear anything at all. Just listen for yourself. Another thoughtful improvement can be found beneath the navigation panel. When activated, the sliding rails on both sides extend automatically, then retract when they're no longer needed. This clever solution frees up additional front seat movement and makes the cabin even more practical. As someone who owns an S800, I have to admit I'm a little jealous of this feature. There's also an extra horizontal support bar in this section of the cabin. What's its purpose? It's designed to hold a shoe rack. Some people might wonder why anyone would need a shoe rack inside a car. The answer is actually very simple. Because the S800 offers such a spacious rear cabin, many owners naturally remove their shoes once they get in, whether they're wearing dress shoes or high heels, allowing their feet to relax after a busy day. It's a situation that happens far more often than you'd think, so having a dedicated place for your shoes makes perfect sense. It also makes putting them back on much easier before getting out. To me, this is one of those thoughtful details that shows the designers truly understood how owners actually use the car. Today, the very best luxury creations often blur the boundaries between different tastes and lifestyles. I've always believed that choosing a car is a lot like choosing a luxury watch. Those who appreciate tradition and heritage tend to admire the timeless craftsmanship and history of brands like Patek Philippe. Meanwhile, a younger generation of successful innovators is drawn to the bold, unconventional spirit represented by watches like Richard Mille. What makes the S800 Grand Collection so fascinating is its ability to bring both of those worlds together. On one hand, details like the 0.1mm wood inlay in the hand-woven saddle leather showcase an extraordinary commitment to traditional craftsmanship and prestige. On the other hand, technologies like the 800-volt active suspension, the 120 kWh polyoxygen battery 3.0, and the 896-line LiDAR provide exactly the kind of advanced technology that today's tech-focused buyers are looking for. It combines quiet confidence with cutting-edge engineering. It doesn't try to fit into one particular group or appeal to a single type of customer. Instead, it stands as something beyond those categories altogether. This isn't simply another upgrade, it's a complete reimagining of what a flagship luxury sedan can be. It sets a new benchmark for global ultra-luxury, and that's exactly what the Grand Collection represents. At this moment, I genuinely feel grateful to witness a milestone like this. The Zunjie Maextro S800 has already held the #1 sales position in the million-dollar luxury car segment for 8 consecutive months. The landscape of the global ultra-luxury market is clearly changing, and I feel fortunate to experience it firsthand as an S800 owner. Now, I'd love to hear what you think. If you were in my position, would you upgrade to this Grand Collection version? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That's all for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and goodbye.